Hi students, good morning. You are in the best part of YouTube learning channel. Today we are going to learn a basics of Vedic mathematics starting from our arithmetic operators, that is addition. The very basic we are going to learn from today onwards. So in this, before getting started into the topic, please share, like, subscribe my channel. In this video we are going to learn about the very basics of addition, and please, before going to the channel, please share, like, subscribe my channel. So first of all, what do you mean by Vedic maths? You all are saying that Vedic maths. So what is this Vedic maths? What is the use of this Vedic maths? So let's have a small look about this Vedic mathematics. I just found this topic on the internet. I just took this knowledge from the internet, and Google is my source for this. Vedic mathematics is a collection of techniques, sutras to solve mathematical arithmetics in easy and faster way. It consists of 16 formulas and 13 sub-formulas, which can be used for problems involved in arithmetic, algebra, calculus, geometry, conics. So we have these many topics. So based on this, we have only 16 formulas and 13 sub-formulas, and we are going to try to solve all the different kinds of all the branches which are related with maths. And Vedic maths is a system of mathematics which was discovered by Indian mathematician Jagadguru Sri Bharati Krishna Tirthaji in the period between AD 1911 and 1918, and published his findings in a Vedic mathematics books by Tirthaji Maharaj. So it is mathematics is found by an Indian mathematician. His name is Sri Bharati Krishna Tirthaji, and he written all the formulas in a book named Vedic Mathematics book by Tirthaji Maharaj. So Veda is a Sanskrit word which means knowledge. Before going to that, Vedic mathematics we all know that it is a branch of maths. Vedic mathematics, and Vedic is nothing but, it is a Sanskrit word, it is derived from Sanskrit word, and the meaning of this is nothing but knowledge. Using regular mathematical steps, solving problems sometimes are complex and time consuming, of course. But using Vedic mathematics, general techniques applicable to all sets of given data and specific techniques applicable to specific sets of given data, numerical calculations can be done very fast. So by using this Vedic mathematics formulas, you can complete this work very faster. So that is the reason we all are following right now. We all are following Vedic mathematics. Like I already said that in previous classes, that Vedic mathematics, like how we have different varieties of problems in maths, Vedic maths is also having different varieties for different sets. So the same thing he explained here. Mathematics enthusiasts always have the questions why, what is Vedic mathematics and what are the techniques, sutras in Vedic maths. But when they try to go through the Vedic mathematics book, they get confused for some of the techniques, concepts to understand. This research on internet. I found that not much information of Vedic mathematics or sutras or techniques is present over the net. By referring the original book of Vedic mathematics, Tirthaji Maharaj, I have tried to mention the Vedic mathematics sutras in a simpler way with the step-by-step approach. I have saw a lot of examples. Okay, so that just leave it. History of Vedic mathematics, and he was born in March 1884 in the village of Puri village of Orissa. He was very good in subjects like maths, science, humanities, and was excellent in Sanskrit language. His interests were also in spiritualism and meditation. In fact, he was practicing meditation in the forest near Sringeri. He rediscovered the Vedic sutras. He claims that these sutras had learned from the Vedas, especially Rig Veda, directly or indirectly, and he intuitively rediscovered them when he was practicing meditation for 8 years. So he practiced all these techniques like that, and we have to know that main thing we have to know is how Vedic mathematics is beneficial and what are the advantages of Vedic maths. So the main thing we have to know is this. What is the reason we are learning Vedic mathematics? See, Vedic mathematics can definitely solve mathematical numerical calculations in a faster way. Some Vedic maths scholars mention that using Vedic maths tricks, you can do calculations 10 to 15 times faster than our usual methods. So you are going to use this Vedic mathematics. Why we are using this is nothing but we have to follow this to make our calculation very faster. So for that reason we are following this. The very basic reason of following Vedic maths is this only. So let's start the topic, basics of addition. So this is the first class. This is nothing but like your addition table. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, and 0 plus 1 1, 0 plus, like this. If you go 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5. So this is our addition table. I just completed this addition table up to 9 numbers. So 0 to 9 you have all this. And whereas coming to this addition table, here if you observe, there is we can draw a line over here. Just you can partition this. I didn't draw properly, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so this partition, before this, up to before this, all are our regular simple additions, and where I partitioned with a black line, this all are 2-digit additions. And do you know one thing? If you are going to be perfect in these additions, then it will be very easy for us in the next thing. And the next topic is end number. And the next topic is, because we all know addition table, so that is the reason I didn't go through it very deeply. And what is this end number is nothing but, for example, if you have a numbers like this, so we all know this 0 plus 0 is how much, and 0 plus 1 is how much, that we all know. For example, if the sum of 1 plus 9 is equal to 10, and in this the end number is 0, you should not say this 10. So like this, the end numbers will come. Only for 2-digit numbers you'll get end numbers. 2 plus 8 is 0. So 2 plus 9 is equal to 1. By seeing the numbers you should say very fast. 3 plus 7 is equal to 0. 3 plus 8 is equal to 1. 3 plus 9 is equal to 2. Like this. 4 plus 6 is equal to 0. 4 plus 7 is equal to 1. 4 plus 8 is equal to 2. 4 plus 9 is equal to 3. Now in the same way for 5. 5 plus 5 is equal to 0. 5 plus 6 is equal to 1. 5 plus 7 is equal to 2. 5 plus 8 is equal to 3. 5 plus 9 is equal to 4. So for 6, 6 plus 4 is equal to 0. 6 plus 6 is equal to 2. Sorry. Actually here I should write 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 is equal to 1. 6 plus 6 is equal to 2. 6 plus 7 is equal to 3. 6 plus 8 is equal to 4. Just the end number we should say. 7 plus 3 is equal to 0. 7 plus 4 is equal to 1. 7 plus 5 is equal to 2. 7 plus 6 is equal to 3. 7 plus 7 is equal to 4. 7 plus 8 is equal to 5. 7 plus 9 is equal to 6. Now 8 plus 2 is equal to 0. 8 plus 3 is equal to 1. Just by seeing the numbers you should able to write the end numbers. If you are going to be perfect in those addition table, and if you are perfect in this end numbers, and it will be very easy for us to complete the additions, and you people are going to feel very happy by seeing these additions. Oh, this much easy, so we face this much problem in these additions. Everyone will feel that okay, additions are like carry will come, where I should keep, like that they'll be thinking. But whereas additions are going to become very easy. And one more important thing in this additions is, we are going to do additions not from left hand side, we are going to do additions from the right hand side. In Vedic mathematics, that is the main benefit of this, is we will do each and everything from the right hand side, nothing from the left hand side. Actually in our school mathematics we are going to follow the right hand side, left hand side to right hand side procedure, right? But whereas in Vedic mathematics we are going to follow the procedure from right to left itself, like how other subjects we will be doing. So this is about your end numbers from 0 to 9. So for 0 you will have only one. 0 plus 9 is 10. So that is the reason I will change this. 0 plus 9 is 0. So from here onwards you will be getting the end numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 I written. And now for example I am going to solve the first case. We will go from the starting onwards. Single digit additions. For for example, you have single digit addition, 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. Okay, so this much faster we can say. And next case, single digit plus double digit additions. It is very simple. For example, 32 plus 5. So by seeing this, you can simply write 3 here, and 5 plus 2 is 7. If a question like this, 46 plus 4, a carryover addition, first you should write 4 and you should write the end number over here, and instead of 4 you should write the next number here. So the answer is 50. 75 plus 8. So by seeing this, you have to say that this is a carry. So instead of writing 7, you should write the next digit and write end number for this. This is as simple as that. I hope you all understand my class. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you, Karana Warriors. Thanks for your support. And thank you for watching.